I am Grandpa Ganja, and I am stoned out of my gourd again, as usual, and with any luck, I will continue in that condition indefinitely. I had some good news, bad news thing the other day here. I went to see my doctor, and he told me that I had to limit my smoking marijuana to 1 joint a day. Well, Jesus, the man wanted me to come down. Imagine that. Why, I don't think I've been down in 40 years. I'm not sure I'd like it. I don't like dealing with reality any more than I have to. Well, I was worried about it. But anyway, the good thing is things turned out all right, because I found after a bit that smoking 1 joint a day wasn't all that bad. On the condition, of course, that you could roll your own joint. Tell Grandpa Ganja he can only have 1 joint a day, will you? Well, that's about 1 joint a day, wouldn't you think so? Yes, sir. Well, anyway, that's my joint 1 a day. But I've got something more important to tell you about. I want to talk to some young people out there, guys and gals, who can't find jobs, this bad economy. Maybe you'll want to join the Army. Well, that's better, I guess, than unemployment or no money. So, but if you do that, you're liable to find yourself like in Afghanistan. That's where a lot of people go nowadays, and it's going to be going there for a long time to come too. Couple of tips. These are tips that'll help you get out of that whole mess alive. First thing, when you get over to Afghanistan, you have to learn a little bit of Arabic. Really, only 2 things. The first thing you should learn is don't shoot. And secondly, you want to learn I surrender. But you'll find out that those are very useful Arabic terms. You don't need to know anything else in Arabic. Nobody will talk to you over there anyway. But the important thing is, that's just a little trick you want to learn, the language thing. The important thing is, remember this: never attack, always retreat. See, when you attack the enemy, you irritate them, and they get mad, and they shoot at you and throw stuff at you, and people could get hurt, and you don't want to do that. However, when you retreat, you run off the way, and then everybody sees you running. They say, oh look, they're running, and nobody chases you. See, they sit down and have some more rice. Do you see? So you don't want, you never attack. You know, I had a plan when I was over Korea there that I worked. Every time I saw the enemy coming anywhere, I would jump up and shout, "Let's go, boys! Run for your lives!" And we'd take off and run lickety-split and wouldn't stop till we were 3 or 4 hills away. And you know what? All the time I was in Korea, we never lost a single man with that plan. Why, you know, I even tried to tell General MacArthur about my strategy for fighting the war, but he wouldn't listen to me, so I reported him to President Truman, and Truman fired his ass. That'll teach him to muck about with Grandpa Ganja, by God. Okay, some more. Here's the key thing here. These are key survival rules. I want you to be sure you get these down pat, because you know, sometimes Grandpa Ganja plays fast and loose with stuff, and you can't always tell for sure whether I'm making sense or not. Sometimes I make sense. Here's one that'll help you. If you're in Afghanistan and you're in a line of troops and you're moving somewhere toward the enemy, be the last man in line. Now, the reason's obvious again. The people in the front of the line meet the enemy before the people in the rear of the line do. You see the brilliance in that. Secondly, if you're the last man in line and they order a retreat, all you have to do is turn around and you are the first man in the retreat. Now, if that isn't brilliance, I don't know what is. Grandpa Ganja practiced this for a long, long time, and everybody got away through the whole war safe. I'm finding one other thing. A little trick. And when I was in Korea, we didn't have the armored vests and all, you know. But now they do. And here's a tip. When you're retreating, wear your armored vest on your back, because that's where the bullets are going to be coming, you see. If you're ever in a situation where you can be shot in the front, you're doing something wrong, okay? All right, I got to go. Time's up. They clock you on this stuff. You only get X number of minutes. By the way, how do you like my shirt? Grandpa Ganja. Yeah, isn't that nice? Yeah, designed that myself, I think. Anyway, Grandpa Ganja, grandpaspotbook.com, look it up. Google me. I'll be back as soon as I can get back in touch with reality. and we'll have some more of these. In the meantime, smoke one for me, and we'll see you next time. And by the way, notice I still don't know how to finish this thing up. Adios, amigos.